Ladies and gentlemen, in the next couple of minutes, what you're about to see, what you're about to hear, is one of its kind. It is still on justice for Mohbad. Something sinister, something scary has happened. Please like, share, tap on the subscribe button, and kudos to those who have stood their ground, those who are for justice, those who are for truth, those who are for the reality of life, those who are for progress, those who are for upgrade. Yes, those who have chosen to upgrade their lives by standing for justice, because it will be a downgrade to our lives if we do not stand for justice. They say justice for one is justice for all. We've all been on this journey for a long time, and some have withered, some are weak, some are still standing strong, holding on, saying we will not rest until justice is served. We want to dig to the depth of this. We want to know what exactly this is. Can a human being go to an event in the morning and over the night they said he passed away? It is possible, but when you hear words like inconclusive, we don't know, and stories that are sketchy, stories that are not true and sincere, and all of a sudden those that pride themselves or boast of having phones with special cameras, iPhone 17 Pro Max, all of a sudden none of them have visuals, none of them have audio, none of them have anything to buttress or to prove or to show that this is what we captured, this is what happened, this is how it happened. And we also saw moves by certain individuals to make sure that videos, CCTV tapes are not made public. That is when you should begin to pay attention, that there is more to what the eyes can see. And I want to believe that these are some of the reasons that majority decided to take this upon themselves. Recall that there was a certain time that certain people stood and people thought that they were in for justice for Mohbad, not knowing that their plot, their plan was to manipulate the narrative so that they can achieve what they wanted. They said, oh, let us cancel Naira Marley. It is Naira Marley that caused it. As how now? How did Naira Marley cause the demise of Mohbad? The street is not smiling. The street is not for boys. The street is for men. Please like and share. Tap on the subscribe button. Let us jump right into it.
They might not even need to cut her first. The first thing they will have to do is check the physical body. Sheko kolorun, sheko kolese, sheko scratches lare, sheko sapalulu. Then they will look into the eyes. Sheko singo komi, sheko yambe. Then they will now check the blood system. If there is any poisonous substance, poison is enough to take a soul. Then they draw conclusion. Oh, need to cut here, but they will deceive Nigerians. They will come up and sell theories. Oh, mama cut. Don't show no cut. Cut only the stage, mama cut here. On go deeper stages in the postmortem and autopsy, toxicology one be. Oh yeah, different form of kidney manche. Anybody tomati.
Yeah.
So that is how they deceive people. So it doesn't have to be where they cut the body. They might just go in there, check the physical body. Okay, ko boloju, ko bolese, or funorupa. Then they'll check the blood stream. So so let them do what they want to do. Everybody has got choice. You know, you have whether you want to commit crime or you want to stand by the law. Or say anybody, don't be anybody, do anything. But I believe we are doing what we are doing as a human rights organization, and I want to on social media, and they want to start expecting me to be doing back and forth. I sacrificed myself for Mohbad's case. That is the only option left. Because for a year, the public were extremely deceived, and some of these police officers and some people in Lagos state government and the family, they've already conspired. The synergy would deceive and disrupt the justice the boy was looking for. So anytime to direct the ship in your you must be willing to get bantered. They will call you names. They will say you are doing it for money. They will say you are doing it for that. They will come up with different. There are so many reckless people. They have no mind of their own. They are so criminally minded. They have no pedigree. They have no background, and they will think it's an opportunity to, just spit on your body and say sort of cold swallow. I am not going to be giving room for such nonsense again. I'm too busy. I'm too refined. I have bigger fish to fry. So this one I'm doing because I'm still in the public eye. I'm doing a public job. I can't continue to say I don't want to speak, but all these unnecessary, ill-informed, banters on social media, anybody can say whatever they like about me. I am doing what is right under the law and with love and humanity. You understand? And that is how I can justify my love for my country and the deceased. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
We'll get justice for both of them. We need justice for both Mohbad and Tim.
Amen. Amen. Let's continue to synergize together, and let's keep our minds. We're doing well, and we are transparent enough. Trust me, I am over transparent, Papa. And you'll see that I've risked my life, risked my reputation, just because I need to satisfy the public, let them know that nothing to hide. You understand? And so far so good. I don't like people to say, I don't force people to trust me. You have right to distrust me at any point in time, but I will earn my trust. And if I have done my best to prove to you that I'm trustworthy, and you choose to be, criminally minded and choose a position against me, I am sorry. I cannot be everybody's cup of tea. I'm sorry. You have to deal with that within your circle or yourself. I will continue with the positive task I'm involved in with other justice seekers in Break the Silence Foundation, and we will continue to be there for any spineless, anybody that is voiceless. But it's our duty to continue to promote our rights. She has rights to justice, even if she's dead. Only few people, the only right to the right to get justice for her or the way she was being treated in her last moment. So whatever the case may be, let's let the police do their job, and because I don't have a prize.
I wanted to say, Ojuti, this time around, there's no, no.
And on a last note, on a last note, Mohbad's case and postmortem autopsy had been concluded more than a year or 2 years ago, and the police have released and the government have released the body for burial. But unfortunately, the father of that boy, Mr. Joseph Aloba, they know what they are doing, because they know they have to stage a drama to continue to delay the body in the mortuary. To the one of DNA. Oh, God does see Oro. Shokuti want to go jogun. Tia bomb Mohbad. Blessing alonge. Oye, to ti ju ogun sórí already. Tí Wunmi náà ti ju aṣọ funfun àti àdó gbogbo pátá pupa sínú ẹ̀. Ṣé irú òkú yẹn tó ti wá wú padà. Ohun tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti ṣe ni pé ohun tó dó bá dé ò gbọdọ̀ ríta mọ́. Ó padà wá ríta. Tí ò ti pé 21 days. So they know that to go and bury such a body, kí ló fẹ́ sọ pé àwọn jẹ yó. Ṣé àdúrà ló máa ní moral right láti sin Mohbad wọn ni? Àbí Blessing ló padà síbẹ̀. They know those are the people that must go back and perform the right rituals. So the right thing to do is to and they need to stage a drama for you. I want share DNA. I want balaja. Ọmọ head is ja oni bàbá ko ohun low key. Ó wà pẹ̀lú ohun. Wọ́n jọ ń jàdù property. Mohbad dẹ̀ ti gbé àìrójú, àìráyè, àjàntúkà ntagbari. Ó ti gbé sí wọn láàrin. So whatever the case may be, they will bury the boy, and if they choose not to bury, mortuary or burial is preservation of dead body. It is not unconstitutional. It is not illegal. Mortuary is still preservation of the body. Preservation only. It can't be permanent, it can't be temporary. So people just put unnecessary sentiment and emotions, but avoid the right thing to be done for things to. So justice Mohbad don't come and sin àwọn òbí ẹ̀ tí wọ́n wá justice fún. These two people, ẹ lọ wò dáadáa, ìgbà tí Mohbad kú, none of them reported to the police or asked for justice. Ó ṣe wá jẹ́ gbà tó wá kú tán tí public agree tán jà for justice ẹ̀. Lẹ́ máa ní àwọn case public náà jẹ́. No, that's not true. So they should stop peddling rumors and unfounded, concussions and, assertions tí ò tiẹ̀ lọ with proper reasoning or, logical reasoning in a normal society. Mohbad, is his fate, but the public are not backing down. We are going to get his job.
On her profile, and she wrote RIP on the picture of Liam. She wrote RIP.
Has she ever done that?
Sorry?
Has she ever done that? I don't think.
I was so shocked. That's the information I've gathered so far. It's so surprising. And I was like, yesterday I was on live looking for a way to gather everyone to support her, to help her release if any way we can. But today, what I'm hearing now is that she's bullying Liam, writing RIP on Liam picture on her profile or in her account. Where you post things. She posts Liam picture RIP. So I don't know how she was able to do that. So that's the evidence they have against her now. And that's why she's where she is now. So she's still in the court. They're trying to see if they could bail her. They took her to court right away this morning. But the court is not sitting. So they are suggesting if they could bail her, she will leave. If not, she will go to Kri until...
They will remind her.
Something like that. That's what's going on. She's in court right now as we speak. She's there this morning. Allah. So they are looking for a way to... No, I'm not... And you won't believe your eyes. No Baba supporters are there, according to the information I've got so far. They are not there. They are just only Chodamat few friends.
Mind of Amanda said she doesn't think so. So I don't think so. I think there's something there is mixed up somewhere.
No. There's no way. Oh my God. They are saying that Soda might put
they said, but okay, my justice for Mohbad, they said, right? Did they bring out the proof where she wrote RIP for that boy?
No, okay, this is what's happening now. They according
did they bring the proof?
Got this in.
Yes.
They must have got a strong proof to take this woman to court. You understand? They must have got a strong evidence against her. Either this Liam issue or because they say she's bullying the child and the mother. And then they have evidence against her. That's why the police picked her up yesterday. And today she's in court now to face her consequences of putting her... But you see, care for Imole. I understand that Spicy G's have been the one posting Liam pictures out there. Yeah, but we know that. We have seen that. So how come now Shodamite's account or platform has been seen as where they post Liam pictures in our own account or
Justice for Mohbad. Let me come in there.
It's the same thing.
Let me come in there, please.
Or did she pick the Spicy G's pictures and put it and promote it
wait.
or something?
Let me come in there. You see, on Super Vibe platform, I was there when whatever G's, when she came around with that same thing, putting RIP on Mohbad, on Liam's picture. And what did Super Vibe did? Super Vibe said, no, she should go and remove that or she drops. Even beg her to go and remove that. Okay. Now, if that same picture is was on the Shodamite platform, and she never complained, she never said anything against that, it's her platform. They can use it against her. Correct.
That's what is going on. I think that's what is going on now.
Her.
Yeah, that's what I say. So she's in court right now. And no Baba supporters are there to assist her in bailing her now. So they are still working on it. Hopefully they come around to help her. And it's only
are you saying no Baba supporter is there at all?
According to the information I've got so far, no Baba.
No, only one back. Come on, first. So where I want to see one, but come on, come
Justice for Mohbad. They are there now. Their Papa don't come up say Mo will keep quiet. They are there. And Papa, if you listen to the other side, they don't say they go.
Oh, that's good. That's what we want.
They don't talk about it. Yesterday said that Liam they bully. They don't post them now. Go look for Afro Gist or whatever. He don't post them today already.
They shouldn't
Let
be
me go
bullied.
and check.
They should not bully that little boy.
They were even saying
I'm
it
not
to the
agreeing to
extent.
it. That's not
They
nice.
were even saying it to the extent that even their lawyer no fit talk again. Say no say that they carry them go. So who go they support that person? I'm telling you, go. I listened to him this morning. I was just kind of like, Nigeria is messed up already.
So you mean Shoulder Mike will serve now?
That's what they said though for their side. Say yeah, and Mojola they not go good.
Why?
Shoulder Mike should have
So
stopped.
sad.
What is it called? Super Gist, whatever. What's her name? Not to use.
And they try to warn this lady. I think Sholake and others are rich. They try to warn this lady. They try to warn this lady. I think even you just from Mohbad, you tell her the same thing.
Even care for Imole as well. Even send message to her, inbox her personally, telling her they are coming for you.
Try to talk to her.
And she ignored it. She ignored the red flag.
They get carried away. Tomati gbé camera síwájú. They get carried away, especially tomati hype one. They easily get carried away. They won't back because Nigeria is not UK.
Police here will come and arrest you for defamation of character, or they will tell the person to go and get a solicitor and go to court. It's a civil case.
Justice for
Mohbad. You see, what trap kékeré tán set fún wọn tán fi gbé wọn, small trap ló fi gbé yín. That's cool.
They come out for social media. Now the thing where they go tell you be that. Somebody come out for social media.
If we immunize her, we support smart ito. If we immunize her, we support smart ito. One get it. I don't believe. You be careful before you start. Oh my God.
It's unfortunate, and it's the Liam. Nobody is they shouldn't be abusing that. RIP. When I heard it, my head was blowing. I said, what? How can she put the boy picture RIP in our own account or platform and then promoting it? You know, like when you share people's stuff, they say she is there on her account. That's where they pick it up. Now she has gone to delete everything.
If
But they say it's too late because they got what they want from her.
That person. Yes, that police person is not even a woman. If that police person is a woman, to be worse for you. Or if that judge is a woman, to be worse for you. I'm telling you.
Yeah, because women have too much trouble, isn't it?
Hey, no more that we accept that. No more that we accept that.
The sympathy will be there.
No more that we accept that.
Yes,
The
now.
sympathy for the boy will be there.
Me, even when we are fighting that the boy is not we are
Getting too much in Yoruba community, Nigeria community. Come on, every little thing. Come on, wish our death. Come on, it's not good.
even to a small child.
I hate it. Even to an adult, I don't support it. Even to an adult, I don't support it. Stop it. We should support this nonsense. Yes,
So
ma'am.
and this nothing, they start causing. Why?
Expect that person will go learn for this justice go learn, and the person will not go learn, no go learn. But we money Mohbad why justice at the end of the day minimum mama suffer. No be three people that don't pick, they don't do anything, and you guys still stick like a kilo take you like allegedly. I want come out push you to the extent. At the end of the day, now you will not be regretting yourself when you justice when you at the end of the day.
Guys, agaga vengeance. Agaga wọn kan àwọn olórúkọ nínú.
Yes,
Ẹ kọ́ máa ṣòṣì ní wọn kí fẹ́ gbọ́ràn. That vengeance ṣó wà sí kìíní.
vengeance, yes.
Now so that one carry clear picture. They cost put RIP there. That man is another terrible human being. You are lucky that you're not in Nigeria. By now you would have been picked up.
A girl.
Seriously. No matter even if you use allegedly on any case, but why are you putting RIP on a little child?
Let me send this one in again.
Boy.
Let me send this one in again. You can pick up your phone, Google allegedly. You cannot even defend allegedly now. You will go for it.
In
Honestly,
Nigeria.
Google it. You cannot say allegedly now. You will go for it. So everybody should be aware.
I've already said it. This case now God go fi suffer. That's one thing that I know is certain. Nǹkan tó certain jù láyé ni because ẹni tó ní ẹjọ́ gan kò fún yín lọ́rọ̀ sọ. Kò fún yín lọ́rọ̀ sọ. Kò fún yín lọ́rọ̀ sọ so kí ló dé tó lọ máa gba kú oníkúkú.
Ó ṣe presidency, ó ṣe máa ń dààmú.
Ó tún ṣe solo protest. Yomi.
Ó ti ṣe oríṣiríṣi all of them all together.
You see, like I said to Prince the other time before he left, like I said to him, I said, look, I've never said Wunmi ló pa Mohbad. I've never made that statement because me was in there. But all I knew is Wunmi need answers. Any question only there are questions for him to for her to answer.
Mohbad. He used that
Adura
word. Mohbad, right?
They have something to say. But if Yomi will come out to say, this is it, Yomi no one be on field. He's been to Lagos Police Command, he's been to Abuja, whatever, all of them. So if he's talking, he can defend himself. You know what he's talking about.
Justice for Mohbad.
Yeah.
Justice for Mohbad. Are you saying that they've charged him to court? They've charged her to court or what?
She's in court today. This morning she's gone to court. So,
but that's the first thing now. Police cannot keep you more than 48 hours. They have to tell you your offense. They have to read your offense in front of a magistrate.
If you collect blood sample into any blood, any bottle, so there's something they call anticoagulant. So the anticoagulant is in that bottle, and that is what actually inhibits the clotting mechanism. It will not allow the blood to clot. The blood will still remain as liquid form. It's not going to solidify. So the role of that anticoagulant is to inhibit the clotting mechanism, and that is why the blood can be left for weeks, for months inside that bottle without it, solidifying. So but in the case you are the one you are discussing right now, there is no anticoagulant inside the coffin or in the ground where exhumation takes place. All right. So if there is any blood, if people there, if they mention that they saw blood or whatever, there is nothing that would have made the blood not to coagulate. So because there was no anticoagulant inside the coffin. So that is just the point I want to quickly speak about. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
And like I've said, Prince, I've not, I agree with one thing alive, I agree.
But
what would have?
what's it long?
Okay, that's fine. What would have happened? Okay, and Prince, I just want him to also know that at no point in time Nimufi against the Baba Mohbad. Exactly what I just said now is question to be man buried here. Lagbada sobai, tameju sobai, àwọn èèyàn tó wà ńbẹ̀ sobai yìí, and that is what I base my judgment on. Ọ̀rọ̀ wọn lọ sí Mohbad, wọ́n gbé lọ sí police station. The first news we had then was that Baba ìfẹ́ lọ sin ọmọ yẹn lóru. And we all said no, báwo ló ṣe máa fẹ́ lọ sin lóru? And Baba also debunked that pé irọ́ ni òun ò lọ sí ńjọ́ yẹn kìnnìkan. But later on, when Baba had interview with VDM, Adura also had interview with one other guy. And go and listen to Adura's interview. Adura said, "Ngbà tí daddy dé, wọ́n náà wọ́n fẹ́ lọ sin lálẹ́ ọjọ́ yẹn." And that we cannot argue with him because he's the eldest.
Are you believing Adura?
Hey, my sister, in a crime case, you don't throw anything away.
Please don't. Adura and the father are not in good term. So
see, who says who? When this guy was arrested,
Adura
when he was arrested, what about
Adura
that?
hates the father. The father
No.
he will bail him because he's a father.
Believe, my sister.
He will bail him because he's a father.
See, okay, let me say this to you. Let me tell you this now. Baba said for like 2 years he had no connection with Adura. He has not spoken with him. Adura has been running away from him. But later on, we got to know that Phoebe Isola Lawal housed Adura and Iya Adura and Yellow House and Omedeji with King White. Okay? Now, Muiwa, what is it called? The power of Anthony of Baba was speaking to Phoebe Isola that housed Adura and his mom.
Surely, got him in charge of anyway.
Adura was saying what he was told.
And I'm saying it with my fishes. You're very paranoid. kò sí tó bẹ́ẹ̀ làdúrà after tí wọ́n ti transfer case ẹ̀ padà wá sí pàǹtí.
Prince ẹ má mọ Yomi parọ́ wọ̀ mí tí dárúkọ Yomi.
Bàbá ò bẹ́ẹ̀ làdúrà tó bá sọ fún pé bàbá wá bẹ́ẹ̀ lè jẹ́ kọ́rọ̀ lè dùn ni because àpò máa jáde ká máa dìbọn kì í ni. Bàbá ò bẹ́ẹ̀ anybody.
ẹ dúró ṣẹ́rí lẹ́sìn.
Bàbá follow case yẹn nígbà tó náà ti transfer sí pàǹtí òun náà follow case àwa la sọ pé bàbá gbọ́dọ̀ tẹ̀lé wọn dé pàǹtí kó mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ńbẹ̀.
Prince now let's be civil ẹ má sọ ṣàwọn pé gbogbo tá a sọ tẹ fún wa
sọ pé bàbá òótọ́ lè mi sọ fún yín yẹn tó bá ti gbọ́ nǹkan mi lẹ́yìn tá a sọ lọ mú wá ẹ lọ mú bail bond tí bàbá ṣe tó fi bail àdúrà jáde if you can produce that one.
bàbá yẹn sílẹ̀ jọ̀ọ́.
Prince ṣẹ́ni tá a bá sọ̀rọ̀ èmi ò fẹ́ ká jà because I ní reason láti bára wa jà.
no àjà àmọ́ correct
so ẹ má sọ pé Yomi ń purọ́
oníbàbá ló lọ bẹ́ẹ̀
ẹ má gbọ́ ẹ má sọ pé Yomi ń
ló sọ
purọ́
fún wọn náà.
ẹ ṣe sùúrù bàbá náà ló sọ ìtẹ́yìn náà sọ yẹn fún yín because èmi ò sílẹ̀ yín náà ò sílẹ̀ àwọn méjèèjì ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀ so ẹ má nígbà tẹ́lẹ̀ ò bá ti sọ pé bàbá ń purọ́ ẹ má sọ pé Yomi ń purọ́.
èmi ṣe sọ fún ẹ pé ṣé bí Yomi ní access ok nísòro ok má bínú tó bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ok sọ fún Yomi pé kó mú proof jáde bail bond tí bàbá sign tó fi bail rà ní kò fún kó fẹ́ rí.
ẹ fèsì ẹni tó pa Mohbad ẹ fi bàbá sílẹ̀ ẹ jọ ẹ fi bàbá yẹn sílẹ̀ jọ.
Thank you for today. I really appreciate it because I'm at work. I have to come down now. I'm at work.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can. Pé bàbá yóò sì bẹ́ẹ̀ nígbà tọmọ yẹn kú. À ń help bàbá yẹn ni. Tí wọ́n bá mú bàbá yẹn, I'm coming. Tàbá pé kó arrest bàbá. Tọ́lọ́ bàbá wa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó arrest bàbá. Ṣebí bàbá máa sọ everything tó mọ̀. Bóyá àwọn kan gbébọn sí bàbá lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Bóyá àwọn kan threaten bàbá pé kò gbọdọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀. Do you know? I don't know. You don't know. But tí bàbá bá dọ́dọ̀ ọlọ́pàá, tí bàbá ò ní sọ gbogbo nǹkan tó mọ̀ ni. And bàbá once said pé tó ń bá rí IG nìkan lòun lè sọ gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tó mọ̀. Because bàbá you trust any other person, which I agreed with.
No.
Which I agree with. Because bàbá ló mọ tójú ẹ̀rí lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, bàbá ló mọ tójú ẹ̀rí nígbà tó sọ pé wọ́n pe àwọn àdúrà nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tí wọ́n tún fẹ́ detain bàbá. Tí wọ́n sọ fún bàbá pé wọ́n máa talẹ̀, tí wọ́n bá talẹ̀ ẹyọ kan ṣo, wọ́n máa fi ṣe case against ẹ̀, wọ́n máa sọ sẹ́wọ̀n.
nǹkan tẹ́mi fi wọ against bàbá gan nìyẹn. Ṣé ó dìgbà tó bá gbé ìbọn sí bàbá lórí kí bàbá tó lè sọ tó tọrọ ni? Ọmọ ẹ̀ nǹkan tẹ́mi fi wọ against bàbá nìyẹn.
My sister, èmi ò against bàbá lórí yẹn because ẹni tó bá wà alive ló máa lè jà. Ẹni tó bá ti pa kò ní lè jà fọmọ ẹ̀ mọ́. Ok, ìyẹn ni Yorùbá ń sọ pé mọ̀jàmọ̀sá la fi máa kíkanjú. So in that wise, tó bá wá ń threaten bàbá yìí, which is not impossible. Tá bá wá sọ pé kí wọ́n arrest bàbá, kò ń ṣe pé ayé ti bàbá yẹn, a fẹ́ help ẹ̀ ni. Because bàbá fúnra rẹ̀ ti sọ pé not until tó ń bá rí IG, ọ̀dọ̀ Brekete ni bàbá ti sọ. Pé tó ń bá rí IG one-on-one, lòun lè sọ gbogbo tó wà nínú òun. That means bàbá knows a lot. But he cannot say it to anybody or come on air on social media to say it. His life will not be saved. His life is not safe. So taba ni kon arrest baba, kò ṣe pé a fẹ́ kon lọ pa baba, kò ṣe pé a fẹ́ kon sọ baba sẹ́wọ̀n, is to help this man. Baba ẹni tẹ́ tin wá tẹ́ ń sọ pé tẹ́ bá rí lẹ máa sọ gbogbo tinu yín fún leleyi. Tó bá arrest baba, okay, baba kí lè mọ̀ mo fẹ́ IG mo fẹ́ rí. He has that right to demand for that. IG and whatever, they were civil servants.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's a serious one. It's a tough one. As you can see, Cynthia, of course, from the money she made from the Arinzo, obviously, Mohbad's money has not been harvested. So, she is now beginning to sue, or let us say, approach the court as regards her son. She said that certain people are putting RIP, and they are basically they are doing what they should not be doing. Which, for real, I am not in support of this platform. We are for justice for everyone, justice for everybody. We are not here to drag anyone's child. RIP has never ever been put on any, none of those things have been done on this platform. We don't do it. Aside commentary about the unbelievable and shameful attitude of Cynthia that we all know within us as human beings, that the smallest that could have been done easily without a need or the need for much talk is DNA. DNA would have been the easiest, but because we live in a society where dangerous people abide, a society where wicked people are all over, a society where terrible people exist in, definitely you hear words such as, is the DNA the thing that unalive Mohbad? Is that not what you people should be looking for? And I'm like, okay, if the DNA is not what concerns justice for Mohbad, we should be looking for what unalive Mohbad, right? So why don't we start with the woman that was with him and the people also? That's where it led to. So we said, okay, what could it be? What can it be that would have brought about this? Is it envy? Envious friends? Did they poi him? Did they hit something on his head? What could it be that could have happened? Was there like a cardiac arrest? Was there something? Was there an injection that should not have been administered to him that was administered to him? We started asking questions, right back and forth. Then in between this, we now heard that there is a baby that, that has been a bone of contention. Okay, in that case, since we've looked at Naira Marley's part of the matter, we've looked at his friend, his childhood friend, we've looked at it, and we now said, okay, let's look at Cynthia. They said, no, don't look at Cynthia. She's the oppressed. She's the victim. As how now? Oh, how can a wife, how can a woman unalive her husband or partner? And I'm like, really? So why don't we say, why can a best friend or childhood friend unalive his friend? Why should brothers unalive each other, sisters unalive themselves? It doesn't make sense. At the end of the day, it is glaring that those who are clamoring for, or let's say clamoring against the truth, these are the liars that we live with. These are the liars that we live with. It's quite unfortunate, really. For me, I do not know what next, what else. What I do know is that truth must be told. The truth must be told. And that truth must be told regardless of whose horse it's got. That truth must be told regardless of whatever it is. The truth must be told. I don't know what your thoughts are, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is. It's a serious matter. It's a serious matter. I don't know what you think, but what I do know is that justice must be served, and it must be served as it should be served. You've heard different accounts. You've heard what Yomi Fabi has to say, his own stand, and how he is pursuing it. And you've also heard about those that Cynthia is now arresting. Anyone that speaks or says anything that she feels is talking about her, she goes for you. A lot of people have been nabbed. Yes. So the lady, the latest is called Shouldermite. They said on her platform, certain people pasted or she reposted on her page, something like that, where RIP, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's good. Mohbad's father said that we should speak a little and move on. It is not our business. And the same Cynthia said, how do you guys know if me and Mohbad's father, we are not in talking terms secretly? What do you guys know? It might not necessarily be that they are in talking terms or whatever. It might not necessarily be. But what I do know is that Mohbad's father wants to be the square cash out man. That has always been what it is. Yes, it is a sad thing for him to have lost his son. He feels so sad about it that he lost his son. But he also knows that he cannot get that boy back. It has always been there that this boy has great glory, but he doesn't have long life. It does not have long life. So they know already that this is what it is. But now that he's not alive, how can his own life be financially better? That's the basic thing to the man. Through his son. Like, okay, this is the promised boy, promised son. That's why they gave him promise. But now that this has happened the way it has happened, what is the way forward? How do we go about it? What next? What next? How do we resolve this? How do I make my life more better? And Cynthia is also, on the other hand, looking for ways, like a criminal that she is. How can I circumvent? How can I manipulate and make sure that everything comes into my pocket? How do I go about it? Of course, the likes of Yabo Joe, Shekweteri, or is it Queen Mother? They are the ones that are empowering her, telling her, yes, it is possible. Is it not Nigeria? Don't worry. It is fine. We will do it. We will do it. We will achieve it. We will attain it. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? You've heard it. You've heard it all. Even the explanation of the samples, even we've heard stories of this should not have been done. That the thing is, what is the next step? Why is the DNA pending? These are questions that begs for, when I say big answer, believe me, huge answers. These are questions that beg for humongous answers. Why is Cynthia, for those who are supporters of Cynthia, if you're not a wicked person, why don't you tell her, hey Cynthia, you know what, get DNA done, just allow this to go, get DNA done. Can you imagine Cynthia and her cohort, the stupid court agent, providing a laboratory that conducts only cancer tests and not the kind of tissue-based test that is required for the condition that the cadaver of Mohbad is? Can you imagine? What does that tell you? So Cynthia is waiting, hoping that Mohbad's father will be unalived. I'm telling you, any day you hear that man is gone, believe me, that's what they are waiting for. That the man will buy that. Come on, you think by the age 21, because that's what they are waiting for. Like, okay, this man is 60 now. Is he 50 or 60? Whichever. Okay. In some couple of years now, he will get older. Okay, if we don't unalive him. Okay, all right. So by the time he's gone, there will be nobody opposing. Naira Marley will not drop that money. You guys will keep going to the court. Naira Marley will not drop the money. Naira Marley already said it is who the court orders. He will not drop the money. That money, if you guys are not careful, Naira Marley will finish it. God forbid that Naira Marley unalive. You guys cannot even access that money again. So it's a risk that Cynthia is ready to take. She already knows that child is not for Mohbad. That's it. It's a risk. That's why she does not want the answer to the DNA of that child made public.